Hey guys, this is Anime Ball Z here, and today we are going to be doing the second part of What If Goku Was Reborn with all of his memories. Please like the video if you haven't already and subscribe. It's totally free and you can unsubscribe whenever you want. There's nothing much else I'd like to say in the intro, so without further ado, let's get into the video.
Slick talker since a jet. Winter time, all the time, ooh, yeah. Look at the way that I move, swag. Disrespectful and I'm rude, okay. I had cocaine in the school.
Before the beginning of the next 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament, Goku wants to try his best to befriend Piccolo. Before he goes off to train with Kami himself, he wants to see what's happened. He ends up finding a child Piccolo off-sensing his key signature. As he finds him, he is immediately hostile, and even more so because he knows who he is. Goku manages to knock him out before he causes damage and decides to teleport right to Kami's lookout with him. After this, the training period begins. Goku's been training underwater a significant amount, and the reason that he's been doing this is to increase his air capacity. He knows how thin the air is in the hyperbolic time chamber, and he wants to utilize it during this training period. Piccolo Jr. is hostile to those on the lookout also and doesn't train with Goku for almost 2 years. However, he ends up entering the hyperbolic time chamber with Goku for a whole year to train with him. They train together and Piccolo is still annoyed by this Saiyan that slaughtered his father. He feels exhilarated fighting the Saiyan in the hopes of taking him down. In the back of his mind though, he can't not say that he enjoys it. Goku and Piccolo emerge with newfound strength. Piccolo is already the size of an adult human, well much larger than even that, and has a power level of 520. Goku's is 600, and with his Super Saiyan he can actually achieve a power level of 30,000, above even Zarbon and Dodoria. Well, Zarbon when he's not transformed, that is. Doing this, he decides to try and check if he's strong enough to use Kaioken. He was around this strong at some point in his training with King Kai, so assumes that he might just have enough durability to utilize the basic form. Kaioken, he roars, doubling his power right away. His power level becomes 1200 and Goku's muscles buff up wildly. His red aura rages around him and the strain he feels is non-existent. He is surprised and realizes that he has mastered the form. He ups the power to Kaioken times 20 to feel no strain whatsoever as well. It's surprising and it's a good asset to have, but Super Saiyan is just way more useful. The 3 years of training are over and the World Tournament is about to begin. At first, Goku doesn't want to reveal his association with Piccolo Jr. and he enters the tournament independently. For the tournament, Tien is up against Mercenary Tao and he takes him out with ease. Then Goku is up against Chi-Chi and recognizes her immediately. He is quick to agree to marry her and Piccolo Jr. takes down Krillin with a single attack. Since Kami has calmed Piccolo slightly, he sees no need to enter this tournament as a human in the form of Hero. Therefore, Yamcha is up against some random fighter and defeats him with ease. With Goku vs Tien, Goku doesn't want to just defeat him right away and instead tries to have a nice battle with him. Tien assaults him with his 4-clone technique and all the fighters rush in his direction. They surround him but he remains calm. All the warriors try to attack him from 4 different directions but he manages to knock them all away with swift attacks. Only the actual Tien remains and wipes the blood that has come out his mouth. He steps back then uses his Tri-Beam right on him. Seeing it come toward him, Goku wants to utilize some of his Kaioken flair. He enters Kaioken and rushes right at the blast. He uses his power up to swipe it away at full force, rushing forward to Tien once again. Tien blocks his first punch just about but then receives a punch to his stomach, then a kick to his body that forces him to the edge of the ring. He struggles to keep himself from stumbling and a light strike from Goku forces him right off onto the grass below. For the final, Goku and Piccolo face each other. Piccolo looks more than willing to face Goku and he looks more than ready to fight as he steps on the battlefield. The two fighters shoot at each other and Piccolo begins with intense vicious attacks. Goku can block each one of them with ease and this angers the Namekian. Even after all that training on his own and under Kami, his older other half, he hasn't grown much stronger. Beating Goku is like a wall that grows the more he climbs to him. It doesn't make any sense to him really. Goku possesses a certain level of technicality that is just puzzling to him. Seeing that there is little that he can do, he begins to use his giant form and tries to use his greater size to his advantage. However, Goku desires to end the fight right here and right now. He enters Kaioken times 20, which increases his power level up to 12,000. One punch is all it takes to eliminate the Namekian, and the tournament is all over. He wins for the 3rd time in a row, becoming a true hero and celebrity for this tournament. What comes now are a few years of peace. Piccolo is deep in his own training and he wishes to defeat Goku for the first time ever. He returns to Kami and is just about humble enough to receive training from him. He's been trained in the ways of nobility, humility and peace from Kami from a young age. So he's almost like the Piccolo we know and love, but just younger and more naive. Goku enters the hyperbolic time chamber with Piccolo for a year. The two warriors grow quite a bit, then he trains outside and learns to utilize his Uzaru form. He goes out into random places on Earth that are empty and barely inhabited to try and control it. It takes a full 2 years, so 24 full moons to do so, and in the meantime he has been with his son. What he needs to do though is prepare his friends for what is coming, the Saiyans. Raditz will be a much easier threat, but Nappa and Vegeta are much stronger. Goku isn't even at Vegeta's level in his base form at this point. His power level is still at 6,000. The problem is he doesn't really know how to break the news to his friends. He's not sure if they'll believe him, but he formulates a lie. He gathers the Sea Fighters and says he has a loose memory from his childhood of the Saiyans planning an assault once he reached adulthood. They will take him back in and then lay waste to the planet and everyone on it. This is just what the humans need to ignite their passions to train, and they begin 2 years before the Saiyans even arrive. Once Raditz is on his way after this 2-year training period, he'll be in for a lot. Tien has a power level of 2,500, Krillin has a power level of 2,400 and Yamcha has a 2,000 power level. Goku's is all the way up at 15,000 and Piccolo's is at 10,000. He can't grow as fast as Goku but still makes astounding progress. He gets to train with Goku, who makes him much stronger since he can push him to the very edge. A strong sparring partner is always a good asset when it comes to training in Dragon Ball. During this time too, Goku has been training Gohan. Gohan is a prodigy, and with an actual trainer to hone his skills, he grows much stronger, much faster. His power level reaches 4,000 after his training, and this is very surprising to the other humans. They can certainly tell that he is his son. With Goku's body and strongest form, he can achieve a power level of 750,000. This is massive, and he fearlessly waits the arrival of the Saiyans. Goku and his family are at Kame House and are having a great time. Piccolo is out training solitarily. He is currently meditating, trying to imitate the training from his other half Kami. While he's doing that, he then feels the presence of someone headed his way. He raises to his feet and watches Raditz approach. The Saiyan stops dead in his place and is not looking to start a fight at all. "I'm sorry to bother you, Namekian. I am Raditz and I am a Saiyan looking for my brother Kakarot," he explains, placing his hand on his chest. "I don't know who you are or who Kakarot is. Stop bothering me before I kill you," Piccolo replies, before sitting back down to meditate. Did this man kill Kakarot? Raditz wonders, watching him meditating. He decides to fly off without causing any other problems and arrives at Kame House. Once he arrives, Goku is already outside the Kame House and ready. The humans look ready to fight this time as they were warned of his arrival from Goku. "So, you're the Saiyan that was sent to take Goku away," Krillin says, making his fighting stance. Who is Goku? Raditz wonders, while looking at the bold warrior. However, once he turns to his side, he sees Goku facing him directly. "Hello, brother," Goku says, making Raditz sigh with relief. "Kakarot, it's you. Why do these people keep calling you Goku? Your name is Kakarot," he blurts out. Goku then rushes forward and lifts his suppressions, reaching his true power level of 15,000. Raditz remains stunned, standing right in place. Before he can even react, Goku grabs his scouter and crushes it. "Now, you don't have to listen to those other Saiyans," Goku says, making Raditz confused. "How do you know about Vegeta and Nappa?" he asks. "From distant memories. Father will talk about them," he fibs, and Raditz buys it right away. "You don't have to continue working under them anymore. You can stay here and live in peace. If you try and attack any of us though, you will be gravely injured. All of my friends here surpass you in strength." Raditz saw their power levels with his scouter and can verify that Goku's claim is true. If he does try to act out, he would be slaughtered. If he had a full moon on his side, that would be a different story, but he would still only be a match for Goku, not totally superior to him. With the 8 times reduction in speed from being much larger, he's not even sure if he could properly take him down. "Fine, I never even liked working under those Saiyans anyway. Let me battle you. I am a Saiyan just like you and I'll learn to adapt. I want to defeat Vegeta," Raditz states. "Of course, that's fine by me," Goku says, and the next period in their training begins. The other humans continue their training and Vegeta and Nappa will soon head to Earth to check up on Raditz to see what happened. Raditz trains with Goku and Gohan. Their powers simultaneously climb and Piccolo chips into their training quite a lot too. After this training of nearly a full year, their power levels are as follows. The weakest of the bunch is Raditz. He has a power level of about 12,000. He's grown quite a lot but just started from a much lower level of power. Piccolo's is 14,000 and Raditz is already starting to catch up on him. Gohan's power level is at 16,000 and Goku's is at a whopping 20,000. Goku's power level at its maximum has now breached the 1 million mark. He is too scared to use Super Saiyan 2 or 3 because of the strain he felt with that power even when he was much stronger in his previous life. It wouldn't be smart to use those forms when his body is still as weak as it is. Raditz is weaker than Vegeta, but Goku has spent the time to give him a certain trump card. He has been trying to give him a technique that no other Saiyan has, and this is the power of Kaioken. With months of training and a strong body to act as foundation, Raditz is very close to attaining the power of Kaioken. If he manages to use that form, he will be strong enough to take on Vegeta when he is still in his human form. On the day that Goku remembers, Vegeta and Nappa have arrived on Earth. Nappa destroys the city that they land in, and then they meet the Sea Fighters in a gizzard wasteland. At the forefront of this group is none other than Raditz, who is clad in his ordinary Saiyan gi. "What are you doing, Raditz? Your mission was to bring Kakarot here, not defect to this weak planet," Vegeta exclaims. "You were wrong to continuously look down on me, Vegeta. This planet possesses power unlike anything you've ever seen," Raditz replies. Vegeta just laughs upon seeing the power level of 1800 coming from him. "Okay, Raditz, just because you got a tiny bit stronger doesn't mean you could even take down Nappa. You know what, Nappa, straighten up this lower classman for me," Vegeta orders. Nappa cracks his knuckles as he walks forward. "Of course, sir," Nappa says before powering up and shooting himself at Raditz. The other three fighters, Piccolo, Goku and Gohan, retreat to let him fight. The two fighters clash and Raditz just smiles at Nappa upon feeling how weak he is. The two struggle as they push at each other, but the only person actually struggling is Nappa. He feels like an immovable wall, while Raditz then begins to make steps forward. He releases his suppression in his advance, making Vegeta startled by the readings he takes. He then punches Nappa in his stomach, dropping him to his knees. He kicks the large Saiyan into the sky, then shoots up to chase right after him. His face remains expressionless in his ascent, and he kicks Nappa further up into the sky. As he flies up again, Nappa tries to stop him in his tracks with his signature mouth energy wave. It comes flying down extremely fast right at the group, and Raditz flies right over it. He continues in his flight, then throws a full power punch to Nappa's face to knock him out. He comes tumbling down from the sky and lands beside Vegeta, then Raditz descends to land too. "Now, it's time that we finally have our fight, right Vegeta?" he asks. Vegeta is surprised and perplexed with how strong Raditz seems to be right now. Being a lower classman, it should be impossible that his power level is as high as it is. 12,000 he thinks, looking at Raditz's power level. Raditz powers up, engulfing in his signature silver aura. The ground rumbles under his exertion of ki and the battle commences. The battle between former allies and former teammates, Vegeta and Raditz. They both clash, but just as expected, Raditz is no match for the Saiyan Prince. He toys around with him and just can't seem to land any substantial attacks. Raditz flies forward and pushes himself ahead in flight as much as he can. He thrusts his fist forward only to hit a gizzard rock that was situated behind Vegeta. It crumbles to the ground from the impact of his strike, and Vegeta descends to fall back in level with him, now standing behind him. "As I told you, you will forever be under me. Nappa was never even a high-class warrior like me. You might be able to surpass someone like him, but you can never reach my level," Vegeta claims as he turns. Raditz has bruises and bloody cuts across his body. He is also panting, but he smiles upon seeing Vegeta's blind confidence. Vegeta's eye twitches upon seeing Raditz so nonchalant and calm. He should be annoyed and scared right now, just as every opponent under him was after he defeated them. His clear resistance puts him off, but Raditz begins shouting. "Behold, a power you've never seen before. This fight is about to end, Vegeta," Raditz declares as the air around him vibrates. He grows stronger and stronger, eventually enveloping in the red aura of Kaioken. "Here we are. Now perish," Raditz roars, flying ahead. The first punch from him shoots Vegeta through an entire gizzard rock, then Raditz shoots after him to land even more punches and kicks. Vegeta can barely track the Saiyan, who now outclasses him in terms of strength and speed. Vegeta flies right up to him in rage, trying to attack him. He is furious at the fact that he's been hit so many times, but he just receives a kick that launches him down to the ground. "This is where it ends, Vegeta. Let's see if you can hold back this attack of mine," Raditz shouts. Goku can sense the intent in Raditz and hopes that he isn't going to go totally overboard. "Just wait, Raditz, don't kill him," Goku pleads from the sidelines. "Don't worry, Kakarot, I won't kill him. I want him to live with his defeat," Raditz shouts, growing 2 ki blasts in his palms. He launches the energy wave right at Vegeta, who launches his very own Gallic gun. The 2 horizontal beams collide and Raditz struggles to take him down right away. He only has seconds left with his Kaioken and doesn't want to lose here. However, Vegeta's attack is very powerful. The only thing is that the Saiyan Prince has been injured and weakened. His blast can't match Raditz's, and his is pushed back so that it's only inches in length. Seconds after this, he is hit by Raditz's double Sundae and sent back hundreds of meters into the distance. The smoke left in the trail of this blast soon dies down, and Vegeta is left gravely injured. He coughs blood upon receiving this attack, and Raditz flies forward to arrive in front of him. Vegeta cowers away upon seeing his advance. His fear of death has gotten the best of him and he tries to crawl away upon seeing him. However, he hears Raditz not move at all. Turning back around, he sees Raditz standing with his hand reached out. I've already said I'm not here to kill you, Vegeta. I just wanted to finally beat you for once. How could I kill another Saiyan when there are just a handful of us left, Raditz says. So that will conclude the second part of What If Goku Was Reborn with all of his memories. Please tell me something you liked about this video or something that I should improve on for the next one. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.